I really don't want to put a disclaimer at the front of this video about satire, but there's going to be someone in the comments who doesn't get it, so... Alright, let's get started. So maybe you've decided you want to make your own indie games every Friday when you're angry about your job and dream about doing things your own way? Well, here are some of the core tips to get started before that anger subsides, you have a few drinks on Saturday, and ease back into the repetitive pattern of life on Sunday to prepare for the cycle to repeat. Probably one of the most important things is to think and not act. Take a long time to think about starting. If making your own games is something you've wanted to do all your life, it's worth spending lots of time analyzing things. It's impossible to overthink all the issues that could pop up and all your shortcomings that would make it difficult. Maybe the work you've been doing for the past 30 years is just as fulfilling, so thinking about a drastic life change once a year may be better than actually doing it. At least that way you get to die comfortably with a 401k that got you a few senior cruises on Royal Caribbean before becoming stranded and burning to the bottom of the sea. Maybe you still got a little extra fire in you and you're determined to make things happen. That's great. At this point, it's very important to manage your expectations. Don't overextend and stop when it's hard. I think everyone knows that making your own games for a living isn't easy, which is why when you hit a wall, it's a good idea to step back and take a long break instead of slamming your head against the wall to solve an issue. Go play games or something else entirely. You get that motivation back in spades when you haven't been committed to your project for a while. Now, no one's going to give you millions of dollars for your first game if you don't have a large scope and an ambitious idea. This is why it's important to move past the small stuff and go big. You rarely hear about new indie devs starting with small projects or goals and working their way up, which means you should start working on your dream project instantly. It's not going to get finished if you don't just dive in right now. Even if you don't know what you're doing, you'll learn as you go. A large-scale MMO or RPG made by one person is going to be far more impressive and is guaranteed to catch the eye of major game journals and influencers. With big plans like that, it's important you don't waste time. There's just no good reason to waste development on hurdles like understanding programming or asset creation. There are plenty of proud engineers on Unity Answers who will write your code for you, and you can just copy and paste it. If it doesn't work the first time, just go back and ask again. Someone will say the question's been asked a million times and to just use Google, but they'll answer it anyway. Now that you're fully in the swing of it, it's vital that you never stop working. This may sound similar to the give up when it's hard tip, but it's actually the opposite. The inevitable marching on of time will bring each and every one of us in the indie community to some kind of posture-related death. This means that it's important to tune out the annoyances of everyday life and focus fully on your craft. The outside world will still be there tomorrow. Now, there's a lot more to making games, and I can give more tips in the future, but these should really get you started. If you need more insight, you can watch my other serious videos, or, I don't know, go watch Thomas Rushby dreamy at the camera and talk about Pinstripe. Either way,